So what are you going to show us, Buzz?
This is the way we're putting solid surface countertops together. This is how you do seams. You got a little vacuum pump here. These are clamps with guide systems in them and everything else, and they suck down. They used to use these clamps to take and pull a joint together. So what it isn't quite set up. This is the underside. I always do them upside down. What that'll do is it'll make a whole countertop. You turn it over and sand it out, and you can't find the seam.
So the that's pulling air out of the, or that's pulling the clamps together. How does that work?
Well, there's a little gasket system that's underneath each one of those.
Yeah.
And channels in there. And channels in there, and so what happens is you just line up each one and open each one up, and it sucks down on it, and then what you do is you jiggle the clamp together before this sets up, of course, and then you put these Danny clamps on and everything, and it pulls it just right, the right amount of tension. You hit it with a rubber mallet, just a soft dead blow hammer.
Yep.
And what it does is it takes and it vibrates the joint, so the joint slides together nicely, because it's a waffle joint that is matching the waffle joint that's in each sheet.
So that's like a Pringle chip or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's exactly what it looks like too. So.
That's pretty cool. So how long will it take for this to set up now?
Oh, probably about another 10-15 minutes.
So where's this piece going to end up once it's on the counter? Is that a front edge or a back edge, or?
Yeah, what this is the finished. This will be the finished edge right here.
Yep.
Okay, this will get waffle jointed, and the whole thing gets waffle jointed, including this part here.
Yep.
And then that gets joined to that edge right there. Okay, so this is right here.
Got it. Yep.
This is up against the fridge cabinet, so there's no need to finish anything off here.
So this is top side or bottom side?
This is bottom side. Yep.
Okay.
That's the very bottom front.
Oh, of course that makes sense. We're looking at the label, right?
Now we can't put those edges on until this is set up and dry. And well, I guess I did get a lot that dry. Look at it's on the floor. It's string.
Got some extra there?
Let the vacuum off, and you pick them up. This is the way they're made.
That's all it is, yeah?
Yeah. You can see that allows that to slide back and forth. So any time you put this down on here.
Yep.
Like that, you take and you line it up there, pretty well. Take it, turn the vacuum on. That locks
And it's not coming off.
Not coming off, and then you go with this right here. And then what it's doing is this is pretty much directly pushing straight across.
Yeah.
These guide pins and bushings here will keep that from pulling up, curling.
Right.
So that makes a big difference. So take that.
And how many pounds you got on these clamps, you say?
Those there, I'm not sure what those are, but these are the ones that are made for that.
Yeah. And you've got 20 pounds on the...
it's roughly 20, well, it's about a 20-inch of vacuum.
Nice.
And I think that relates to about 20 pounds.
That's very cool.
I'm still hung up on here, even though the valves, that was sealed really well.
And show us these joints you did last night.
This right here. We got
So this is where you sanded down the joint you had last night. You can't even see it,
There's a joint right there. There's a joint there and a joint over there. And this is the way you build these joints right here.
So you'll be able to take something obvious like this,
Yeah.
and turn it into a joint like that.
That's what the joint looks like. See, it's a waffle edge.
Oh, I see.
And it's a matched waffle edge, so that you get it when it goes together, and then you just tap it with a rubber mallet as it goes together,
and that runs horizontally.
Yeah.
Got it.
Got the whole.
So you wrote that out then?
Yeah. Then after
you can see it better here, right?
Yeah.
So that's the front face there, yeah.
That's front face here and here. And then what you do is just glue it up really well, and when you take it and you got a good squeeze out all the way around, you let it set up. It takes about 20 minutes to set up in a warm environment.
Nice.
And then you just sand it out.
Nice. And it ends up looking like this.
This is the joint right here. Now, I'll see if I can find it. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. Actually, I'll tell you, a camera would probably pick it up better than on my eye.
Oh, I'm not seeing anything.
Just a minute here. Let's just try this.
It's flexing nice.
I don't know where it is.
So you've put this thing together, you don't even know where the joints are.
It's got to be right here somewhere.
That's pretty amazing.
Sometimes you can find them.
That's well done. Hats off.
It's there somewhere. This one I can find, maybe. Yeah, right there. See the differences in the like that gold one ends there? I think that's it. That's bad when you there. Right there.
Yeah, see it. Yeah.
Just barely find it. See when they're cut off like that? You can find them. But I haven't sanded this yet either, other than just, leveled it out.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, so once this gets to finish sanding.
Impressive. That's pretty amazing material.